just glued 2 of the stringers in, just out of 18mm ply, these 2. Ran them up here, they're slightly high because I estimated this has got to have cut down to here. That leaves me 100mm on the tombstone for the fold over for the steering, etc. And I thought I had these cut right, but I think they're just slightly high, so I'm actually going to have to trim them off, which is a bit of a pain. Anyway, so be it. And I've got the centre one. There's the centre one made there. It's out of a nice chunk of jarrah that I found. So I'm sure that's going to be solid enough. So I just needed to wait for these to dry so I can get the sander in here and get all the fur and that off. Because when I mix it, I put 6mm chopped up chop strand in it for a bit extra strength, for a bit of fill. But it just leaves hairs everywhere, and you've got to sand it off, unfortunately, before you can glass it. But I had to straighten that one up, had a bit of a bend in it, so just had to pull that back. It's slightly crooked still because I couldn't get it to go right back, but you won't notice that when the floor goes down. And I put another layer on this, and I put 2 layers here. Put 2 layers on this bit, but I might put some more. And then I've got to fill all these lumps and bumps in, and I'll put a piece of timber probably from across here just back to there, just one piece, and glue it back to the wall, and then put 4 or 5 layers over it, maybe a bit of chop strand, bit of double bias or something, whatever I've got laying around, both sides. And then I'll start this. I'll start putting my walls down here, make them a step. So that'll go down, step across there, that'll come down to here to meet the floor, from there down to meet the floor. I'll put a bulkhead right across that, I think. Just, I don't know if I might even go all the way, I don't know, I haven't made up my mind what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's going to drop down to the floor. Now I think I'll just have that butt in, fiberglass it in, and then I can get to it from the bottom. Haven't decided how I'm going to fill it all in yet, and then I've got a set of, I'm going to have to put a set of cupboards in over here, so I can put my batteries and that in, and probably a cupboard maybe, I don't know, this is going to be down here, so I could probably fit another cupboard in here, probably 2 I think, just for odds and sods. Maybe put that the light bait tank pump and the wash down pump there. Yeah, whatever else I can think of as we go along. I haven't really got any structured plans, it's just as it goes. A lot of people seem to have plans and structures and bits and pieces, but I can't seem to do it that way because I'd change my mind too much. Righto, I'll get back to glassing. Righto, this morning been making the mould, so it hasn't come up too bad. I don't actually know what happened here. I had it made in my ply templates, which I'll make up, and it fitted perfectly with that, so I don't know what the hell went on there. Look at that, like that fits really nice, yet it was out. I don't know what happened. Anyway, that's what happens when we make up bits and pieces. But that was the easiest one. Another one to follow that edge around there. And I was mindful I didn't have to be super accurate because it's going to be fiberglassed on anyway, so you won't see, like if it was going to be a bolt-on one, I'd have to get it a bit closer, but it's not a bolt-on this one, it's a fiberglass job, so it made life a little bit easy for me. But I tell you what, it's come up pretty damn good. Now I've just got to follow the curve. I will do a review on this flex sander which I've been using. I'll get to that. But now I've just got to round it off, so I'll come out in a 640 or whatever it is and line it, and then I'll round the corners off, shorten it up obviously to the right length. I'll just come in a little bit, so I'll follow the hull in. I'll line up and string line the hull, and I'll line that around, so that should come up nice both sides. It's pretty even. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'll glass it on, obviously glass it underneath. I can also get in the inside. Unfortunately, when I cut this, I cut it to the top of the tombstone height, so now I'm going to have to box it out and fiberglass a piece in, which is a real pain in the ass. But you know, you don't think of everything, so that's one thing I didn't think of when I cut it out, which I probably should have. But yeah, sometimes you just hack in and go for it and miss things. So that's a real disappointment, but I've got some ply left over, so I'll box that out, fiberglass it in. This will all be fiberglassed on anyway, so you won't really notice it, but yeah, just another job. Righto, I'll keep going and try and get the mould finished today. Well, Joe coloured the marlin board, just about to start to lay it up. Cut 10 wraps this morning, so ready to go. So I'll do 5 and then I'll put some ply in and then I'll put 5 over the top. I wish I had a cutting table. This is my cutting table, but I'm using it as a bench, so I had to bend over and cut 10, which is a real pain in the bum. So anyway, I'll get them laid up. Missed the gel coat on the side here because that's where I've got to sand it when I join it to the side of the boat. So yeah, just did a pencil line, just a rough one. It doesn't have to be that neat because I'll have to fair it up and paint it anyway when it goes on the boat. So yeah, I'll get ready to do that. I should have that done in the next hour or so, and then I'll cut some ply, probably tomorrow I think, and then put the ply in and then glass the last of it and get ready to put it on. Righto, finish the layup. I end up putting 7 on. 5 didn't look enough, and then I'll put the ply on. I've got 3 more cut there, so I'll put them over the top of the ply and then gel coat it tomorrow, so I don't have to do it upside down. But I won't gel it all because I'll have to leave a bit, you know, here for the so I can glass it to the hull. Yeah, but it come up pretty nice. It's done a pretty good job. It's laid up nice on the edges. It's just about to go off. A little sticky. I better answer the phone. Okie doke. Righto, it's all neatened up, sanded. See where I put those second layers on yesterday, didn't quite get a good adhesion as going consistently, especially on the edges here, but that's not a real strength issue. Holes come up pretty good, just sanded it, so just about to break it out of the mould. So yeah, I'll give her a couple of hits and see how she pops out. Yep, it's going to come out pretty good. Look at that. Up she comes. I'll get my fingers under it. Righto. We're out. Nearly out. Now I've got to use 2 hands. I'll just switch off for a second. Righto, we're out. And I haven't flipped it over yet. I'll flip it over. Let's have a look. Alright, hey, that looks pretty good. A bit of a fuck up there. Anyway, edges don't look too bad, they'll sand up pretty good. There's a little gap there because I had to put a spacer in because I didn't have enough of the white, of this white stuff there to go all the way around. But, nah, pretty happy with that. Actually, really happy with that in fact. Alright, let's whack her on and see how she fits. Well, I'm pretty happy. It's gone on beautifully. The only thing I've got to do is under here. See where the timbers are. I've just got to cut that down a little bit so it drops all the way in. It's easier to do it after you've made it so you get it in the right spot so you don't have to cut more than once. But I tell you, I'm pretty bloody happy with that. The time that drops down, that gap will disappear. It's slipped in pretty easy considering there's a gap there because the transom comes out on an angle, so there's no way you can get the damn thing in without having an angle. The setbacks look good. Or quirk, whatever you want to call it. Well, I call it a quirk, but I don't know, people call it a setback. Fuck, I'm happy. Man, look at that, that's bloody good. It looks good too. I mean, it looks good for the size of the boat. Yeah, shit yeah, I'm really happy with that. she's going to come up all right, the old girl. A lot of work though, as anyone knows that does this shit for a living or just for fun. I'm under a time pump constraint too, because I'm supposed to be working on that little sea wasp there, having that rebuilt for a fella, but I haven't quite really done much to it, I might add. The wife is quite obstropolous with me because I haven't done anything apart from work on my own stuff. Alright, man, I'm super happy. Okay, I think you guys will be too. So I've just made up the helm, cut a hole in here to get the steering hoses and cables and anything else I want out. That goes into the inside of the boat. So it's just a pretty basic one, but I just need to get this thing moving, you know, because I've got work building up. Sea Wasp is nearly done. Beefed up the transom on the Sea Wasp, and the Caribbean's come along. This is all on now. It's all fed up. It's all sanded. It's come up really good. First internal wall's gone in. Second internal wall hasn't gone in yet because I've got to put the floor across the bottom. Taking all the stuff out of the front, taking all the sides off. I'll cut all those because they're mainly all rotted. All the bottoms to the gunnels, sorry, and yeah, and I've what have I done under here? This is all gel coated up, like gel coat and then flow coat over the top, so it's all done. It's come up a treat, so I've come down probably about 2 inches, I suppose, or 50 odd mil, and I'll spray up to that line. It just saves me having a fair and make all this stuff good, like real good, because it takes so bloody long. So this side's come up good as well, and I just finished the bottom off. I just put fairing on the bottom today, so I'll have to sand that off. I'm getting bloody close to, even if I just get the back of the boat painted so I can get the motor on, get the helm in, and then I've still got more holes to fill. There's a heap of holes at the front which I've filled, but I haven't sanded them yet. Anyone knows it's just never fucking ending. So, and when you're in a rush, trying to get it done before school holidays, and work at the same time, and yeah, I don't know, just not going to do it again. Gibby! Well, this is the helm. I just had some leftover gel coat which I was doing the job on that Sea Wasp, so I just put it on to help make this dry because I only use laminating resin. So I'll sand it all down, I'll fair it up today, clean it up, and then we'll get ready to fit it to the boat, so I'm not far away from getting the motor on.